a can. They were put there by the Green Man.
Hello everybody, I'm Sam and today I'm in West Sussex at a farm which grows lots of fruit and vegetables, including the one we're going to learn all about today, Sweetcorn. This is our guide for today. This is John. John, thank you for having us on the farm.
Hello, pleasure.
Have you been growing Sweetcorn for long?
A huge amount of time actually. I think the very first time we had Sweetcorn I was 6 years of age and I'm 36 now, so that gives you an idea. It's a long time ago.
A long time.
Yeah.
So how much Sweetcorn do you grow per year?
We grow in the UK season, okay, which is a part of what we do. We grow 30 million cobs.
What? Did I hear that right?
It's huge, yeah. But that's only half of what we grow across the world. We grow 60 million cobs. That's a lot of Sweetcorn.
That's crazy. And you grow other fruit and veg as well, don't you? So what do you grow?
We do. We specialise in really different vegetables. We don't actually grow any fruit, folks, but we grow things like sweet potato, butternut squash, asparagus, chilies, fun things.
All my favourites.
Okay.
Well, I think you're the perfect person to teach us about Sweetcorn today on this online field trip. What are we going to learn though? What are you going to be teaching us?
Well, we're going to learn all about Sweetcorn plants. They are absolutely fantastic plant. We're going to learn how they grow and the part of the world where we grow them from, I guess.
And I guess how we get them from this field to all the shops.
Well, that's very important because if we just grew it here, it would never get to you. So yeah, we've got to take it through the whole of what we call the supply chain of getting it from the farm into the lorries and into your local stores.
Lovely, ready for us to eat. Right, let's meet the schools that we have taking part today. Let's go to Ben Weavis Primary School now, where Miss Hamilton's class is taking part. Hello, children. Lots of lovely smiley faces and waves there. Let's go over to the Bishop's Primary School in Newquay, where Mr. Cornish's class is taking part. Hello, children. Hello, Mr. Cornish. Fantastic. And finally, let's go over to Takeley School in Dunmow, where Miss Griffiths' class is taking part. Hello, children. Hello. Takeley School, it's lovely to have you taking part again because we know you took part last week in our field trip, and thank you so much for the lovely video you sent us as well to say thank you for allowing you to take part. They learned all about honey and bees last week, so it's honey and bees and Sweetcorn today. Sweetcorn today. Before we continue learning about Sweetcorn, I think the best place to start is to learn a little bit more about the family of plants that Sweetcorn comes from, because Sweetcorn is a variety of maize, and maize, I understand, John, is the thing that we grow the most of across the world, more than any other grain, plant or flower or vegetable.
That's correct. In fact, that's a fact there you've just told me. Now, Sweetcorn is not originally from Britain or Europe. It came from South America. It's a very exotic plant, and as you can see, we're stood in a big field of Sweetcorn. And if you look at what the plant looks like, it's a very tall plant. It's slightly taller than me, so it's over 6 foot tall. Okay, and it has something at the top which is called the male flower, and on the Sweetcorn itself, it has a female flower. And this is what makes it really different from most other crops that just have female flowers and then the bees come and pollinate them. Sweetcorn pollinates itself. It's a fantastic thing, and I guess that's what makes it able to be grown around the world, because it's quite simple. Yeah,
and all the other maize products. We have the maize products on the table here, so could you talk us through some of the maize products that we have here? And in the classrooms, you should have some different types of maize products as well, so pass them around, take a look at the different types. I'm sure that you're going to recognise some of them. They'll be in your cupboards at the kitchen, in the kitchen at home as well, so pass those around, take a look. So what do we have here then, John?
Well, it's amazing really how many products you can actually make out of Sweetcorn, from things like you're probably more aware of, your popcorn when you go to the cinema, this stuff here, okay? That's popping corn, and that's made from dried out Sweetcorn kernels, which as you can see are here. So that's something you'll probably really be aware of. In terms of Sweetcorn, you'll probably have it home, or maybe on your pizzas, or maybe on the side of your plate with some of your meals. You'll have this stuff here, which is prepared Sweetcorn. It's been cooked and the kernels have been taken off and it's been put in a tin for your convenience. It's fantastic. You can eat this really easily.
And little baby ones.
Little baby ones there, yeah. So these things here, for me, this is like the ultimate designer veg really. It's picked off the plant when it's really young and really tender. It's not bad actually. Pretty good for stir fries and that sort of thing. Really big in Asia, Chinese food, Thai food, that sort of thing. And then the full carb experience, which this is how we grow them here. Can everyone see these? Yeah, everyone's got these? Okay. When you peel them back, you can see what's inside. Absolutely fantastic looking, yellow, gorgeous, sweet,
Lovely.
tender cob. I really want to eat it actually.
Yeah,
I'll just
me
put that
too.
down.
We might get a bit more up close and personal with the corn on the cob a little bit later on. So these are all different types of maize, and so maize obviously is really important for food for humans, but it's an important food for animals as well, isn't it?
That's right. Maize in its purest form, or field corn as it's known in America, is really about feeding the cattle and feeding the chickens and all the, you know, the milk you get and the meat you get from the supermarkets and maybe from your butcher as well. That has to be fed by something. So maize is a really important feed for animals. But when we feed it to ourselves, we don't really like the kind of the maize flavor of things. Maize can be a little bit starchy, not so sweet, maybe a little bit chewy. So we've developed through our really clever breeding programs sweet corn that tastes and crunches really nice. It's almost like a fruit. It's that good. So it eats a lot better, and that's why humans like it.
So the animals don't mind the bland taste, whereas we like it nice and sweet.
Absolutely.
And can you run, a little birdie told me you can run cars and buses using maize.
Yeah, believe it or not, yeah. I mean, the high sugar level inside the sweet corn, inside the corn on the cob, can be taken from that and turned into ethanol, which can be used as an alternative to fossil fuels, so petrol and diesel, if you're thinking those sorts of things. And alternatively, maize can also be put through what is known as an anaerobic digestion process. I'm getting a little bit scientific here, but it's basically turned into gas. Okay, the sweet corn breaks down, mold takes over, it breaks down, and that gas is captured, and then that gas is put through into engines that drive combined heat and power units, and they can actually make cars work, and lorries and tractors. So it's a really sustainable, environmentally clean way of creating an alternative energy source. That's right.
Wow, so maize is incredible. In fact, we have a video now. Let's watch a video, our very first video, all about how amazing maize really is.
Amazing maize. Did you know that sweet corn comes from a family of plants called maize, which is why they look the same? Some varieties of maize, like sweet corn, are also eaten as a vegetable, freshly picked from the plant. People have been growing maize since prehistoric times. It was first grown in a part of the world that we now call Latin America. Today, farmers grow it all over the world. In fact, we grow more maize than any other kind of crop, more than rice or wheat.